Hello and a very warm welcome. In today's video we're going to talk Sergio Perez. Coming into the Mexican Grand Prix he was already under pressure. I expected a reaction from Checo, the home fans singing your name, spending their money, hard-earned money to come and see you. The Mexican Grand Prix is only on the calendar due to Sergio Perez. Well, he is stinking a joint out, as he has all season. I actually feel sorry for him at this point because he is going to get sacked 100%. It's Alex Albon vibes, it's Gasly vibes, it's Danny Kvyat vibes. Perez time at Red Bull is up. He has been a disgrace from the get-go this season, and I'm sorry to say, if he was a horse, he would have been put down because it's simply not sustainable that Sergio Perez consistently underperforms. He's not won a race all season. He's in a Red Bull, by the way. A very good car. You know, I know Max has struggled recently, but he's been nowhere. It's not good enough for a Red Bull driver. Of course, we don't expect him to beat Max, but we expect him to be into Q3 consistently. And Perez is not delivering. It's poor qualifying, poor race. And today, it's literally the story of Sergio Perez. He qualifies so low, and then he'll get a load of plaudits today when he zooms back through the field and finishes 5th or whatever. But honestly, I don't think he gets 5th today. I think he gets about 8th or 9th. It's not good enough. Like you say, he's under pressure already. There's a lot of hype about Lesbian Lawson and 1foot1. 1foot1 now has a chance in the Red Bull at the end of the season. And it's going to be a shootout between Lesbian Lawson and 1foot1. Sergio Perez is now really in trouble. I don't think he goes to Racing Bulls. I think Sergio Perez is going to be without a drive next season. Because why would Red Bull keep him for next year? It's rewarding failure. Like I said, he's not won a race. We go through his results here. 1, 2, 3. He's only stood on the podium 4 times. For a Red Bull driver, that's not good enough. And then the icing on the cake is when you look at the drivers. The drivers is disgusting by Sergio Perez. Disgusting. Max is on 354. Sergio's on 150. That is a 204 point difference. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. And Sergio Perez is the main reason Red Bull will not win the Constructors this season. Max can't do it all by himself, and he's had no help from Sergio. Even if Sergio was on 250, Red Bull would be leading the Constructors. He's cost them the Constructors, and in reality, Sergio does need to go. He has to go. There's always a cut-off point, and Sergio has reached that point. He's come to Mexico. He's had a bad season. It's been terrible. There's no consistency. Qualifying's poor. The races are not good. He's got no luck at the minute. Nothing will fall into place. But he comes to Mexico, like the home crowd are there. They come out in their numbers to support their boy. And he's embarrassed himself in front of all his fans. He's embarrassed himself. To qualify 18th at home is nothing short of a disgrace. I mean, he's behind a Sauber who are yet to score. Wow. And wow, I'm blown away by Sergio Perez. And Red Bull are a brutal outfit. How had they not pulled the trigger yet? They fucked off Daniel Ricciardo because he was useless and a fan favourite. They got rid of him. Lesbian's come in. He's done a good job. Yuki's had the edge this weekend, although he did crash in qualifying. Perez is under massive pressure. I genuinely believe it is a shootout now between 1foot1 and Lesbian Lawson. And if I'm giving my honest, straightforward opinion, they will promote Lesbian Lawson because 1foot1 does not fit in. Otherwise, he would have been given his chance. I mean, what more can 1foot1 do? He's beaten Daniel Ricciardo, he's beaten Nick de Vries, he's beaten people in front of him. I mean, and they still not promoted him, so he's not going to get promoted, is he? Lesbian Lawson's going to be in there. Perez, very disappointing. 4 podiums, no win. And 8th in the drivers. I mean, 8th in the drivers. That is a disgrace. A disgrace. He's behind both Mercedes, and we know how bad they've been this season. It's Awful, Sergio Perez. Awful. Yeah, at the minute you feel sorry for him because he's a lost dog now. And as I said before, if he was a horse, he would have been put down and put to sleep because it's not good enough. A Red Bull driver, he should be doing better. He's miles off his teammate. To be out in Q1, I mean, wow. We've seen it too many times. There was a stat going round earlier in the season. Logan Sargent out-qualified him. I mean, come on. Red Bull, get that trigger pulled. It's got to go. Got to go. I give him till the end of the season, then that's when I'd bring Lawson or Sonoda in. Probably Lawson will get it, but yeah. Unfortunately for Perez, it's gone. It's gone. There's nothing there at the minute. I think he's lost his fight. He's going to be off the grid next season at this rate. Because, yeah, racing bulls are not going to take a 34-year-old, are they? I mean, why would they? They've just done that this season and they've got egg on their face and they've sacked him mid-season. So, yeah. Sergio Perez, in my opinion, deserves to be on the grid. But not at Red Bull now. He deserves to be sacked. We absolutely hammered Gasly and Albon. And Perez, at the minute, is probably doing worse than them two. So, yeah, it's a disgraceful performance by Perez. Yeah, in my opinion, he deserves to be on the grid. He's a good driver. He's a good, solid midfield driver. Look at what he did in that Sauber in 2012. Unbelievable. This season, it's not clicking. And, yeah, it must be frustrating because Christian Horner and Perez, all they get asked every weekend, what's your future? What's your future? What's happening here? What's your future? And Perez can't focus on the driving. They gave him a contract early in the season, and people were baffled. And they've pulled the trigger too early on that contract. And it's going to bite them. There's no way Perez drives in Red Bull in 2025. I'll be absolutely shocked if they keep him on. Oh, he's got a contract. Yeah, contracts can be broken at any time. Comment down below your thoughts on the Mexican. As usual, we will be doing race reaction later. Looking forward to that. Turn 1 is going to be absolutely epic. Slipstreams, left, right, round the outside. Is there going to be contact? I can't wait. Buzzing for that. Absolutely buzzing. But as usual, I've done a morning video. We'll do race reaction later. Adios. Taco Muncher needs to go.